Hello, here is the auxiliary fan removed from the car. This one is from the E38. You can see that all the flap openings are gone. They are all broken. Even if they're still intact, I prefer to have it removed and reinstall a new one. Let's see the back side. If you leave it as it is, with all the openings like this, it's not going to be very efficient for AC cooling. So today I'm going to build a set of new flaps and reinstall them. In fact, I've rebuilt it 10 years ago, but the material is not very durable. This is the white plastic PVC flaps that I've made 10 years ago. It's now broken again, so I decided to build another one. And this is how it moves, with two hinges. After all, it's broken again. And there are 9 openings altogether, like this. To save time, I used the old flaps as a measurement for a new cut. Otherwise, you have to measure the whole thing again. This time, I used 0.8mm thick PVC plastic as a material. Hopefully, it will last forever. Note the 2 holes in each flap to install the new hinges. Since the measurement is exact, as I've done it 10 years ago, so it's very easy to install. For the hinges, I used copper wire with red plastic insulator. I don't know why, but probably doesn't matter. Be sure they all move freely like this. By the look from the front of the car, you see all the holes covered with black flaps that we recently installed. With all the red hinges that I like, and they're supposed to move freely like this. So they open and close according to the operation of the fan. Now let's call it a night, and I'll install it in the car in the morning. Good morning. Now let's come back to the car with the bumper removed from yesterday. The auxiliary fan is now ready to install. And of course, with the red hinges. Replace the fan in reverse procedure as you remove it. When you turn on the AC, the aux fan will be on accordingly, creating air pressure behind the fan and in front of the radiator, forcing the flaps closed. And when the AC is off, the aux fan will shut down. The engine fan will suck the air through the front of the radiator through these openings. This is how it works. We're gonna test it in a while. Secure the fan with 4 10mm nuts. And plug in the fan connector. This is it. We're gonna test it now. I'm going to start the engine with the AC off first. When the AC is off, the flaps are free to open whenever the engine fan sucks the air. Now I'm going to turn on the AC. The fan will turn on and force the flaps to close. All the flaps are supposed to be closed with no air leakage. Now the fan is on high. Everything works as it's supposed to. Now let's shut down the engine. Now is the part where we install the whole thing back. Now to add more cooling efficiency, I decide to tape around the gap between the aux fan and the condenser. The material I use is the air duct tape. This is to prevent air escape through the gap behind the aux fan and in front of the condenser. Now let's start the engine to see whether there is still air leak. Yeah, now it's sealed tight. Now all the air will go through the condenser as it should do. The main part is done. Now it's time to reinstall remaining parts. Start with the plastic cowl. I did remove the bumper all the way out. Secure it with 3 screws and 10mm bolt on each side. There's supposed to be another plastic lock on each side to lock the plastic cowl, but it's broken. Reroute the parking sensor wire. You're probably gonna need a helper to replace the bumper back. Let's see if I need one. But since I didn't remove the bumper all the way out, it can be a one-man job to replace the bumper back. The E38 bumper has one of the most sturdy locking mechanisms I've seen so far. And secure the wheel arch liners on both sides. The bumper is secured with two giant bolts, a pair of T50 Torx bolts, and the headlight trim. Now the job is finished. I hope you like it. Thank you very much.